Hello students, in the previous video we had started with practice set 35 and we have completed this practice set 35. Now let us begin with the new last topic of this chapter, that is equations in one variable. Now children, you have learnt about equations in one variable in your previous class, that is class 6th. Okay, so let us recall what you have learned in your class 6. How to solve the equations. Okay, some basic simple equations you had learned to solve in your class 6th. So let us revise that what you have learned. Now let us understand this equations in one variable with the help of an examples. Now first example let us write down is x plus 5 is equal to 9. Okay children, x plus 5 is equal to 9. Now here you can see there is only one variable x. So this type of equation will be called as equation in one variable. Okay children, so it is called as equation in one variable. Now there are this equation you can solve by different methods. So we will be doing one method and I'll be doing one method which is the very simplest method. So you can solve by that method. In case if you are using, there is other method by using property we can solve this equation. So if you are using those properties, okay, by using those property also you can solve the equation. But then here I am using, we are solving it directly. Now you can see this side, that is x plus 5. Okay, x plus 5 is equal to 9. Now this x plus 5 is called as the left hand side of the equation. Okay, this is the left hand side. You can write this is the left hand side of equation and this is the right hand side. That is 9 is equal to 9 is the right hand side of the equation. Now you will see that here in the left hand side the variable x is there. Now solving equation means we are going to solve and find the value of x. Okay children, we will solve and find the value of x. Now just remember that whenever we have to solve the equation, you have to take the constant on the other side. That is, you have to shift the number, okay, which is without the variable, only number, so that you are moving it from left hand side to right hand side. Whenever you are moving the number from left hand side to right hand side, the sign of that number changes. Now here plus 5, so it goes on the right hand side, becomes minus 5. Okay, so this is very important, that whenever you are shifting, you are moving the number from left hand side to right hand, sign changes. So 9 minus 5 is nothing but 4. So x is equal to 4. Okay, that you have to keep in mind, that once you are shifting the number from left hand side to right hand side or from right hand side to left hand side, the sign of the number, okay, or the sign of the term changes. Now second, let us take one more. Y minus 5 is equal to 10. Okay children, y minus 5 is equal to 10. Now y will be keeping here only, therefore y is equal to 10 minus 5 goes there, becomes plus 5. So y is equal to 15. Okay, so now you can see children, here it was minus, we shifted it on the right hand side, so it became plus, and here it was plus in the first equation, we shifted that side, became minus. Now one more type of equations you will come in. 3p is equal to 18. 3p is equal to 18. Therefore, now see children, 3p means what? There is a multiplication sign between the number and the variable. That is, it is 3p. That means it is 3 into p. What it is? You have to understand, it is 3 into p is equal to 18. Now, okay, keeping p here only, taking 3 on the other side. Now here you can see children, this 3 is in the numerator. Okay, this 3 is along with the variable, or you can understand it the other way, it is in the numerator. So you will shift this 3 on the right hand side. Then when you shift this 3 on the right hand side, it will go in the denominator. So it will become 18 upon 3. Okay, 18 upon 3. So p is equal to 18 upon 3, that is equal to 3 ones are 3 6 are, so p is equal to 6. So in this way children, here whenever the number is in the numerator, you are going to take the number on the other side, it will goes in the denominator. Now let us take one more example. 4y is equal to 20. Therefore y is equal to, therefore same way, see children, 4 into y, so we can write directly y is equal to 20 upon 4. So y is equal to 4 ones are 4 5s are y is equal to 5. Next, x upon 5 is equal to 7. Now see children, here x upon 5. Now 5 is in the denominator. Okay, so this we can write it as 7 upon 1. Now in the previous case, where was a number was in the numerator. Here the number is in the denominator. So when you will shift this number on the other side, from if it is in denominator, so it goes up in the numerator. That means it will become cross multiplication. 5 into 7, it will become 7 into 5. Okay, so this becomes x is equal to 7 into 5. So x is equal to 7 5s are 35. So this you have to remember children, when the number is in denominator, when you shift the number on the other side, it goes up in the with the numerator and it becomes multiplied. Y is equal to 6 into 2, that is equal to y is equal to 12. So these are some basic equations we have learned to solve the basic equations, which you have also learned in your previous class. Now let's start with the practice set 36. Your question number 1 is simplify. Simplify 3x minus 11y minus 17x plus 13y. Now see children, this is MCQ type questions. 4 options are given, so we have to solve and find out which is the correct option. Now solution: 3x minus 11y minus 17x plus 13y. Now next step, you are going to open the bracket. This is equal to 3x minus 11y minus 17x. Now minus plus minus, okay, 13y. So this is equal to 3x, bringing the like terms together, minus 17x minus 11y minus 13y. So this is equal to, okay, now plus 3 minus 17. Okay, now we know that we use we add or subtract the coefficient, so it becomes minus 14. Okay, 3 minus 17 becomes minus 14 and variable will write as it is. So it is minus 14x minus 24y. 11 plus 13, that is 24y. This is equal to minus. Now here see children, in the option what they have given, they have taken minus 2 common. So minus 2 common. So in the bracket 7x plus, now whenever you take minus sign common children, the sign inside the bracket changes. That you have to keep in mind. So it becomes plus 12y. So that is equal to minus 2 into 7x plus 12y. Okay children. So your answer is which? Okay, answer is option 4. Answer will be your option number 4. But children, you have to remember, whenever you are taking minus sign common, that sign inside the bracket changes. That is a very important step. Now let us do the second question. That is product of, okay children, second question. Let us start with the second one, that is product of 23x square y cube z and minus 15x cube y z square. So first step, let us write down both the numbers in the bracket. 23x square y cube into z into minus 15x cube y z square. So now coefficient 23 into minus 15 into x square into x raised to 3 into y cube into y into z square. Now here 23 multiplied by minus 15, first we are multiplying and we have written the equal or like variables together. So this is equal to 23 minus 15 is nothing but minus, it will be minus 345. It will be minus 345. Okay, 23 multiplied by is minus 345 into x square into x raised to 5. So here the rule of indices will be applicable, that is x raised to 2 plus 3, that is x raised to 5 into y raised to cube into y raised to 1. So it is y raised to 4 into z raised to 1 z square, that is z raised to cube. So this is minus 345 x raised to 5 y raised to 4 z cube. Okay children, now let's start with our next question, that is okay, that is here your option will be option number, before writing that going for next question, option number 1. Now next question is solve question number 3, solve the equations. Now in the first one is 4x plus half is equal to 9 upon 2. Now 4x plus half is equal to 9 upon 2. Here variable, as we know, we tried always try to keep mostly the variable on the left hand side. So it is 4x plus half is equal to 9 upon 2. 4x is equal to, therefore 4x is equal to, plus half goes that side, becomes minus half. That is minus half. 9 upon 2 minus half. 4x is equal to, now both the terms have the equal denominator, so we can write it 9 minus 1 upon 2. 4x is equal to 8 upon 2. So 2 ones are 4x is equal to 4, that is 2 ones are 2 fours are 4x, x is equal to 4 upon 4 and x is equal to 1. So this way you can solve the equation. Now second one, 10 is equal to 2y plus 5. Now we can arrange this equation. 2y plus 5 is equal to 10. Okay, you can write it in that way also. So 2y plus 5 is equal to 10. 2y is equal to 10 minus 5. 2y is equal to 10 minus 5 is 5. Y is equal to 5 upon 2. Because it's in the numerator, the next side becomes in the denominator. Now let's move to the third sum, that is 5. Okay, 5m minus 4 is equal to 1. So children, now here 5m is equal to 1 minus 4 goes as a plus 4. 5m is equal to 5. M is equal to 5 upon 5, and that is equal to m is equal to 1. Now let's start with the next sum, that is question number 4. 6x minus 1 is equal to 3x plus 8. Now 6x, now here you can see children, we have variables on both the side. So what you will do, bring the variable on one side. Okay, so that let us bring 3x on the left hand side and take the constant on the other side. So always remember, bring all the variables on one side and let the numbers be, you take it on one side, so that it becomes easy for calculation. And basically try to bring all the variables on the left hand side and then numbers on the right hand side. Now plus 3x, here it is what, it is 3x, so you're bringing from there, it becomes minus 3x. So 6x minus 3x is equal to 8 will not leave its place, so 8, and here from here minus 1 goes this plus 1. So 6x minus 8 is 3x, 8 plus 1 is 9, x is equal to 9 upon 3. Okay, it comes in the denominators. 3 ones are 3 threes are, x is equal to 3. Clear children? So this way you are going to solve. Now next question, fifth one, 2 into x minus 4 is equal to 4x plus 2. Now you can see children, here you have one monomial and one binomial. So we have to first multiply that and then we can proceed with the sum. 2 into x minus, so it is 2x minus 8, that is 2 into x is 2x. 2 into 4 is 8, here minus sign, so minus 8. This is equal to 4x plus 2. Now this became like a previous sum. So bring the variable here, 2x minus 4x is equal to 2 minus 8 will go that side, it will become plus 8. Clear children? Now here, okay, plus 8. So it becomes what? Now 2 minus 4 will come minus 2, because from smaller number you are subtracting the bigger number. Minus 2x is equal to 2 plus 8 is nothing but, okay, 2 plus 8 is equal to, it will be 10. So x is equal to 10 upon minus 2. So 2 ones are 5, so x is equal to, okay, now as we know that minus sign will not remain in the denominator, so it will be, you have to shift it on the in the numerator, so it will be x is equal to minus 5. Now the last question of this question number 3, 5 into x plus 1 is equal to 74. 5 into x plus 1 is equal to 74. Therefore 5 into x, okay, we are multiplying 5 into x plus 5 into 1 is 5 is equal to 74. So 5x is equal to 74 minus 5. You are taking plus 5 that side, becomes minus 5. So 5x is equal to 74 minus 5, that becomes what? 69. X is equal to 69 upon 5. Okay, so we will solve up till here only, that is x is equal to 69 upon 5. Now next question number 4 is a word problem based on this equation. Here you have to first make the this word problem. You have to using those words you have to frame the equation, and then you have to solve the equation. Okay, so now first question is, let us read the first question, that is question number 4. Okay children, let us read the first question. And children, this is very important because in 8th, 9th, 10th also you have this type of questions where you have to make the equation and then solve the equations and get the solution. So just pay attention properly how to make the equations out of these word problems. Okay, you have to practice this. With the practice it will become easy for you to make the equation. Now here you can see what is the question number 4. Rakesh age is less than Sania's age. Okay, Rakesh's age is less than Sania's age by 5 years. The sum of the ages is 27 years. How old are they? So this is a question. Now here you can see, always remember in the question whenever one term is, there will be two things. Okay, one thing which is smaller, or you can think that younger. When you come across this type of word, you assume that thing as what you will assume it as x. Okay, so always try to take the smaller number or smaller thing or younger or something like that where word comes, no, take that term as x, and the other one you can take it as, you can add. Okay, so let us start with the solution. Let Rakesh's age be x years. Let Rakesh's age be x. Therefore Sania's age is equal to, now 5 years, she is 5 years older, yes or no, 5 years older, so it will be x plus 5 years, x plus 5 years. Now here children, suppose you assume Sania's age as x, then Rakesh's age will be x minus 5. If you use in that way also, if you frame the equation, your answer will be correct. Okay, both the ways you can do it. Therefore according to the given condition, okay, given condition, sum of their ages is 27 years. Therefore x plus, okay, both their ages is x plus 5 is equal to 27 years because it is given. Now open the bracket, x plus 5 is equal to 27. So 2x plus 5 equal to 27. 2x is equal to 27 minus 5. Okay, 2x is equal to 22. Therefore, okay, minus 5 we have taken because it was plus 5. X is equal to 22 upon 2. 2 1s are 2 11s are, x is equal to 11. Therefore children, whose age is x? Rakesh. So Rakesh's age is x, that is equal to 11 years. Sania's age is equal to x plus 5, that is 11 plus 5. Okay, so therefore it will be what? 11 plus 5, that is equal to, what is Sania's age? That will be equal to 11 plus 5, that is equal to 16. Okay, it will be 16 years. Now see children, if you want to check whether your answer is correct or not, Okay, if you want to check whether your answer is correct. So 11 plus 16, if you add, okay, 11, both their ages, their total is what? 27. So if you add Rakesh and Sania's age, it comes 11 plus 16 and that is equal to 27. So this way your solution is correct. Now let's start with the next one, that is question number 5. Now question number 5 is, when planting a forest, the number of jambul trees planted was greater than the number of ashoka trees by 60. Okay children, so number of ashoka trees were 60. If there are altogether 200 trees of these two types, then how many jambul trees were planted? So this is a question. Now we'll start with the solution. Here, when planting for the number of jambul trees planted was greater than the ashoka trees. So now less number of trees are ashoka. So let the number of ashoka trees equal to x. Let the number of ashoka tree be equal to x. Therefore, number of jambul trees is equal to number of jambul trees equal to x plus 60. Okay. Now, next what is given? Total number of trees. Okay. So total trees planted, total number of trees planted is equal to 200. Therefore, x plus 60 is equal to 200. So 2x plus 60 is equal to 200. So 2x is equal to 200 minus 60. So 2x is equal to 140. X is equal to 140 upon 2. 2 ones are 2 70s are. X is equal to, therefore x is equal to 70. Now here, now what is x? X is number of ashoka trees. X is number of ashoka trees. So therefore number of ashoka trees is equal to x is equal to 70, and number of jambul trees is equal to x plus 60. So it is 70 plus 60, that is equal to 130. So now if you want to verify the answer whether it is correct, you can add 130 plus 70 and that is equal to 200. So total number of trees planted was 200, and which we have verified through finding the solution. Now children, solution of this question number 6 I am sending you the in the PDF so that you can copy from there. Now let's start with question number 7. Virat made twice as many runs as Rohit. The totals of their score is 2 less than a double century. How many runs did each of them score? So that is a question. We have to find the number of runs scored by the players. Now here Virat made as many runs as Rohit. The total of their Virat made twice as many runs as Rohit. So who has scored less run? Rohit. So let us start with the solution. Runs, okay, let us start. Runs scored by Rohit is equal to x. Runs scored by Rohit is equal to x. Therefore runs scored by Virat is equal to 2x. Total number of runs scored by both is 2 less than double century. So total runs scored equal to 198. Therefore, x plus 2x, x plus 2x is equal to 198. 3x is equal to 198. X is equal to 198 upon 3. 3 ones are 3. 66. X is equal to 66. Therefore, runs scored by Rohit equal to x is equal to 66, and runs scored by Virat, therefore runs scored by Virat is equal to 2x, that is 2 into 66, and that is equal to 132. Now here, if you add the runs scored by both the players, 66 plus 132, that brings up to 198. Okay, so your solution is correct. Now students, with this we have completed our practice set 36, and with that we have completed our chapter 8. So you will complete this chapter in your classwork book. Some more sums I will be giving that you can solve in the homework notebook for your better practice for the higher classes. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.